Talk Shoes.
Recorded live.
Welcome to the Duquesne University Small Business Development Center podcast. Can a small business owner lend money from a bank? I'd like to welcome Bob Vernick, Vice President of Small Business Banking for Dollar Bank. Welcome, Bob.
Well, thank you, Christine. It's certainly my pleasure being here today.
I'm glad you could take the time to meet with us. Now, Bob, you deal with over 2,000 small business owners in our community. How have the recent economic conditions impacted small businesses?
Yes, we're seeing an impact on small businesses in our area, and it's really dependent upon the industry that you're in. And many of the questions we receive is we're being asked of small business owners to look at their financial position and either look to reposition their balance sheet, or maybe some of these businesses have sufficient capital in order to weather the storm that we're seeing now.
Now, we're hearing a lot of negativity from the news media regarding credit. We hear it's slow, it's hard to find, small businesses who need loans are in trouble. What's your response to that messaging? Is it true?
Yeah, we're seeing that there are banks in our local region here that are really lending money right now, and you just have to find that particular bank. The availability of local money may be dependent upon the industry that you're in as well. Much of the news that you're hearing is in reference to national banking institutions that have chosen to withdraw from the local marketplace for a period of time, and that decision may be short-lived or for certain industries. Just because we hear about the banking industry needing a bailout does not mean that every bank needs a bailout. What we encourage business owners here at Dollar Bank is to be in communication with their banker and be proactive. Let them know how you're doing right now, and if you see anything affecting your business, remember that your banker should be a partner and an advisor to you. Be proactive, and oftentimes what we're seeing is that business owners may know their particular business, but we're really looking at the business owners keeping track of the financial end of things. Know your cash flow and manage your cash flow at this time. If you're planning on expanding or in need of working capital to acquire fixed assets such as machinery and equipment, or just for working capital needs, go to the bank early and don't wait until, quote, the business may be in trouble. Revisit or develop a business plan, and that is where Duquesne University's Small Business Development Center may be able to be of assistance to you in this process, and show your banker that you have a plan as well when you're applying for credit.
I think that's sound advice. Now, if I were a small business owner looking for money and I were to come into your local branch of Dollar Bank, what would you ask from me? What would you be looking for?
Yeah, just as we've mentioned here that we have experienced a time when credit scoring was prevalent in our industry, especially as it related to small business owners. And I think that day is long behind us now. Bankers are looking for full disclosure of financial information from businesses as well as the principals of that business. And what that would mean to business owners is 3 years tax returns from both the business and the personal tax returns that they have from the principals, and updated personal financial statements. And if you are in a business that has significant accounts receivables or accounts payable, aging would really be helpful. Investment property owners, we're looking for updated rent rolls with not only it would indicate the terms and conditions of leases, but also the tenure of tenants as well. As mentioned, a well-thought-out business plan is very helpful to a banker in this day and age. And bankers are looking at all this information and looking at credit decisions. And what we really convey to business owners is that it used to be that if you had a credit score of 700 plus, that you were automatically eligible for credit facilities. Don't rely on this at this particular time, because bankers are looking at full disclosure and are looking at all the information in order to make a sound credit decision.
Now, it sounds like they're looking for a lot of information. So does that mean it's taking longer to get a loan?
Yes, it is at this point in time. Full disclosure means that credit decisions are taking longer than they have in the past. Many banks may use a centralized credit underwriting system, or some banks use a system where the person you're meeting with actually would physically take that loan application and be responsible for the underwriting as well. But either way, be prepared to answer questions that you may not have had to answer in the past. Bankers are looking to understand your business, the operations of your business, cash flows, and all the things surrounding your business as a whole in order to make a sound credit decision.
Now, what is the best way for us to reach someone at Dollar Bank?
Sure. We'd be more than willing to answer any calls that a small business owner or any questions that a small business owner would have at this time. And feel free to contact Dollar Bank. Our corporate office is located here at 3 Gateway Center, 10 West, right here in Pittsburgh. You can contact us by calling in directly into our department via the telephone, and that number would be 412-261-8130, or feel free to visit our website at www.dollarbank.com or stop by any of our branches throughout the southwestern Pennsylvania area.
That's wonderful. And Bob, I'd like to thank you and Dollar Bank for taking the time to sort of demystify the current state of lending for our audience. We do appreciate your time. And if someone is interested in meeting with Duquesne University's Small Business Development Center, our website I'd like to give is www.sbdc.duq.edu. Thanks again, Bob.
Thank you very much, and it was a pleasure being here today.